everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
Max, you know what we're doing this week?
I don't, but I got a feeling I'm about to find out all about it.
Yeah, well, I figured we'd do something a little bit different than we usually do.
Okay.
We've been doing this for a very long time together. We've been traveling Israel from north to south, seeing really cool things. This week I thought we'd focus on, the creative and artistic places that we visited. The artistic, colonies.
So many things, galleries, festivals, workshops.
Yeah, lots of cool things. So why don't we reminisce and look back on all those clips.
All right, Natalie, you check out some of those clips now?
Let's do it.
Israel's favorite drink, Tubi60, and Florentine Gallery have partnered up for a festive week of art, cocktails, music, and fun. The exhibit showcased unique works of art by talented Israeli artists from all around the country.
השנה ההיענות הייתה מאוד מאוד גדולה, כי באמת אנשים כבר מכירים את הקונספט של טובי ושל התערוכות, וטובי באמת נותנים במה להרבה אמנים ישראלים להציג את העבודות שלהם, ומזמינים עליה אנשים, שיהיה לזה גם קהל גדול. זה המקום של טובי באמת להחזיר לקהילה גם.
Here we are by just one of the many works of art that are surrounding us. אז מה אנחנו רואים פה?
זה פסל של אמנית פופ-ארט שקוראים לה ליאורה קנטרביץ'. היא עשתה מספר פסלים בתערוכה. יש מאחורינו עוד פסלים. היא באמת יוצרת דמויות מעולם הפופ. יש קצת רמיזות לעולמות אחרים כמו שאתם רואים.
So, what's your name?
Elodie.
Elodie, and you're from France, I think?
French, אני מצרפת.
Okay, I could tell by your accent. And what do you think about this event happening now?
Actually, I'm very, very proud of my friend Hilal because he organized everything for the second time. And this is a really nice place to discover new pieces. So yeah, this is nice. The DJ is really good. This is the second time I'm there, so I like it.
Do you come to Tel Aviv a lot? What do you think about the nightlife here?
I'm not like that nightlife, but I really like the energy, and this is Tel Aviv is like all the people, there is a lot of colors, a lot of contrast. This is what I really love in this city.
A true artist can find inspiration just about anywhere. And with the abundance of talent there is in Israel, it's no surprise there are art exhibitions all around the country. Today we came to visit an exhibition in a rather strange location. So strange we had to check it out.
Tel Aviv's Central Bus Station is one of the world's largest, serving over 1 million passengers each day. The Central Bus Station has surprisingly become a hub for contemporary art as it features a permanent graffiti exhibition on the top floor.
This art project brings about a whole new vibe to the standard Israeli bus station. With so many different colors and different forms of artwork, can just anybody contribute to the project?
Basically, anybody can come here and do their art, and it's been happening that people have been coming and bombing and adding their stuff. I'd like to introduce a colleague of mine, Ray Dishon. He's a community leader and manager, an entrepreneur, and a very interesting character on his own. He's really one of the first people in Tel Aviv to start the graffiti tours and show us around into the 7th station floor where we're at right now.
Tell us about your passion.
The whole idea is to look at culture from different perspectives. There is fine art, there is public art or graffiti, and there is also startups, and you can show a lot of different perspectives that come from different angles to the same thing.
The exhibition covers 3,300 square feet and features different artistic mediums such as paint, spray paint, stencils, acrylic, and even recycled materials. Some of the examples that stood out include a section geared toward the visually impaired.
What I like in street art or public art, it's more accessible to people. You don't have to be like, finish an art degree in order to understand and feel an experience and have some thoughts and ideas that you contribute yourself.
Sitting atop a mountain at the Upper Galilee region is the majestic city of Tzfat, which attracts artists from all around the country and the world. And today we're here to check out one of the many galleries in the art-inspired city. This place is stunning. Unbelievable. Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Walking into Cheves Gallery was an experience of itself, with beautiful and unique pieces set up all around the shady grove and many small artworks intertwined in the walkway.
Now this place is really representing the mystical city of Tzfat. So we're now here in the artists' colony. I saw lots of different galleries around this few block radius. So this is your studio and you also live here?
Yeah.
And all the handcrafted pieces I see around the galleries all made by you?
Yeah, there's the mosaic on the ground and the paintings all around.
So what inspired you to pursue this here in Tzfat?
Well, Tzfat just always felt to me like a really inspirational place. It's such an expansive view from anywhere you go. That alone is really inspiring. The thing about glassblowing that really got me is that it's such a dynamic art. You know, you can basically melt glass and change it into a different form, which is just, you know, so exciting. Yeah, so I started with painting, and these are all watercolor paintings, and I added on glassblowing.
So obviously not everyone could make it to Tzfat here in the north of Israel, so how could people purchase these beautiful items?
So everything is available on our website. Yeah, so people can look through there, they can look on Facebook also, Instagram. I put new things up all the time.
Anyone who's been to Israel knows how big of a part art and creativity plays in the local culture. And here at the Nachalat Binyamin Arts and Crafts Fair, visitors have a chance to bring a piece of that creativity back home with them. Seems like this guy perfected the art of glass blowing. Seems like he's in the process of making some type of animal. Maybe we'll be back for the end result. It's really crazy what you could do with glass.
This open-air street fair is the biggest of its kind in Israel and home to a stunning array of unique artworks and crafts created by artists from all over the country.
Of course you're going to see the rabbi penguin. No surprise there.
You'll also encounter street performers adding to the colorful and cultural atmosphere.
Here we can find original handmade items created by over 200 artists who set up shop here twice a week for over 30 years.
During the other weekdays, the stores that line the streets sell fabrics, home decor, and crafting materials inside historic buildings, some of which were built over a century ago.
I absolutely love these soaps. They smell fabulous, and I love how they all come in different shapes and colors. The fair is surrounded by restaurants, shops, bars, cafes, and even the food market. People could walk around for hours and just explore the streets. Imagine living within a place where only artistic souls gather. So much so that a committee of artists votes to decide who gets to move here. Well, that's how it is for the resident at En Hod.
Visitors from all around the world are welcome to experience a day in the life of an artist while getting to hear their stories and explore their galleries.
Amazing, every corner of this village is covered with some type of art.
The diversified talent of an artist that inhabits En Hod led the village to become a well-known spot to peruse artworks and find inspiration. Among the members of the village, you'll find world-renowned artists, sculptors, architects, jewelers, designers, and more.
So the really cool part about En Hod is that the village sits on a hill. So no matter where you are standing throughout the village, you'll have an outstanding scenic view of everything.
Right,
So
we
really
enjoy
beautiful.
it so much.
Now, what drew this community of artists to this specific area?
Maselianko, fantastic artist, multi-artist. In fact, he was also an architect, among other things. And the old city of Jaffa, the restored area, that's his work. So he was sent here in 1953 from the municipality of Haifa with the instructions to destroy a deserted village and build an Israeli settlement on top of it. And he finds his fantastic architectures, I'll show you them. And he says, I want to turn this into an artist's village because artists can appreciate this kind of architecture.
Since then, this tradition has carried on with 150 families living here, spanning multiple generations of dedicated artists.
Today we're going to explore explore the picturesque pathways in the artist colony, where we'll find everything from embroidery to paintings and even Judaica art. We'll be able to see the art, meet the artists, and hear their stories.
Jerusalem's lively and active artist colony opened its galleries and workshops for creative souls back in 1969. Locals and tourists alike flock to this great place to visit and peruse works created by multiple artists, all centered in one plaza. The artist colony was established by then-mayor Teddy Kollek, who worked hard to develop the city culturally, socially, and economically. Our first stop is at a Judaica studio, where the artist combines traditional methods with advanced modern technologies.
Hello! Oh, seems like we caught the artist in action. Shalom! Shalom!
Sari has been here for over 20 years, following her graduation at Israel's prestigious Bezalel School of Art. Sari's work of art are made primarily of silver and brass.
The artist colony has been home to Israeli artists for over 40 years and is open to anybody passing through. Now let's check out some cool and unique embroidery.
The Embroidery Gallery has been around for over 35 years and is all handmade with quality fabrics and vivid colors. Upon entering the gallery, you'll find wall hangings, challah covers, talit and tefillin bags, and much more. Artist Adina specializes in Jewish themes and Israeli motifs.
Max, what was your favorite place we visited from those clips?
Say the Tubi exhibition, because
yeah, that was cool.
It's nice that they have the art going on
and a drink in your hand.
And it's like a party.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Cool.
Those things happen a lot in Tel Aviv. Yeah. I liked the En Hod Artist Village. Oh, yeah, I think that was really unique. Definitely a place worth checking out.
Yeah, and everyone's so friendly there. It's a really nice place.
Well, we've also done many workshops in Israel. You know, working with our hands.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
I love that. My apartment is full of things, of little items that we've made here on the show.
So true. It's like a cruising museum.
Yeah, why don't we check that out, those clips.
Let's do it.
The city of Akko is rich in history and complete with ancient stone walls dating back thousands of years. Master stone sculptor Salim decided to open up a traditional stone carving class for people who wanted to detach themselves from the outside world for just a couple of hours.
Pretend that you are a stone carver.
Okay.
Okay, you get a stone from the quarry. The first thing to do, you hold the 90 angle. You see, this is a line. You take a deep breath. Remember one thing, your mind, your lungs, your hands, you exactly take a deep breath.
All right, let's watch the master.
While you're hitting, our body wants one piece. It's not separated. Each time I change, I never hit the same place.
I think we need some protective gear. I'm gonna put this on.
Now, you're seeing all this process. That's the way they used to walk like 150 years ago.
How much the world has changed in just 100 years. Wow. Look how flat you got this part of the stone.
So stone carver, give it a shot.
There's something very therapeutic about this process, and it didn't take so long for me to get the hang of it.
So we're done with the stone carving part. We move again. Here, follow me. To the art.
Moving on to the next stone.
Unlike the stone carving chisel, we need something a little more precise for this one.
Maybe I could write a few letters in Hebrew.
You start out by sketching with a pencil on the marble stone. And with the chisel held at a 45-degree angle, it's time to start carving. For centuries, dolls have captured the imagination of people of all ages. And for the doll maker, creating the dolls can be a way to express their inner creativity. Each doll tells its own interesting story, with features Netta creates by playing with different fabrics and materials. Netta hosts workshops from her apartment for anyone with an interest in learning this craft. And although most of her dolls took some time to make, today we're going to make something simple to get the gist of the experience.
So we will start from something much more simple, like only the head. I have to cut it above the heel, and then I have to stuff it with scarves.
Netta is fascinated by the process of creating loops or stitches, and the shapes which are generated when thousands of them have been stitched together.
Now we have to give it the personality.
But have we decided what kind of animal we're creating? Or
you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. You can just start playing with the materials
and then
yeah. I worked a lot with children, but also with people who has some different kind of mental illness.
this is for you, Max. Hi, I'm Natalie.
Hi, I'm Tim.
Nice to meet you. I'm in love with this neighborhood. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to learn how to make paper today, right?
Right, that's what we do.
Okay.
We make paper. We've been making paper since 1986.
The Newman family got into the paper-making business in Japan, where they learned the trade.
In the morning we went to cut the branches, and then we put it here for about 1 hour. I make one hole here. Yeah, because of the steam.
And what do we do with this?
This
is what we're using?
That's what we're using.
Mulberry is ideal for paper making because it has the strongest and longest fibers. So after we're done peeling the branches, it gets cooked for a couple of hours.
So we're mixing it up now. It's so soft. I love the feeling. I'm bringing this over to you now.
And I'm going to put it into the press.
Cool.
Wow, beautiful paper.
We still have to let it dry though, right?
Yeah.
Done. Now we just have to wait, right? I don't want to rip it. Amazing. This was really an amazing way to spend the afternoon. Thanks so much for teaching us. A lot of people come to Ein Kerem to experience a connection with historic times. Today we're going to visit a place where we'll get a hands-on lesson in traditional basket weaving.
Dating as far back to biblical times, women would get together as a group to spin thread, weave baskets, and produce cloth. One woman in the heart of Ein Kerem decided to bring this traditional skill back to modern times.
So I'm going to be working on basket weaving today, right?
Yes.
Something that I don't know much about, but you're going to teach me, right?
Yes. So please, you can sit here.
Okay.
Here you can take this one. And it's like weaving. You put one behind, one
I don't
above.
even know how to weave.
Yes.
So
like this.
I'm a real beginner.
For the first step, you twist it a little bit. And you put it behind. And then like this.
So this branch goes over and under the rest of the branches, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let's see if I could do it. You have to keep repeating the same steps over and over in order to finish the basket.
Yes, and this basket is coming like a leaf, like this. It will be like this.
Oh, wow. tomato. Yay! This was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed this. A lot of patience, concentration, and a sense of accomplishment. In recent years, the city of Tel Aviv has gone through an artistic revolution.
And one artist who recently changed her entire life to move to Israel is making the vibrant city she now calls home a more colorful place, one mosaic piece at a time.
So this is a glass cutter, and this is what I cut all my mirrors with. And you're gonna apply pressure to the glass and pull it through, like this. And then you can even, it's really simple, you can just sort of break it. So now you're going to make your piece. It can be a bit more abstract. You can play with color, pattern, design.
Ooh. Right,
okay, so we're ready to go. So we're going to take this, we're going to take some sponges with us, and we're going to go install this piece.
So this is my absolute favorite view of Tel Aviv. I mean, it makes me happy every time from the beginning. So I have to put this somewhere here.
So we gotta put it down, and then we're gonna stick it.
The G from cruising came off.
Now it's like slang.
Cruising Israel.
We're gonna take this grout that we mixed earlier, and we're gonna just start putting it on the piece. And you're gonna work the grout so that it goes in between the pieces. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
You're done. How do you feel?
It. Let's take a step back. I think we did a great job.
Yeah,
High
me
five.
too.
Woo.
I love it.
Folks, thanks so much for joining us for this special look back on some of the more creative segments we filmed here for the show.
And don't forget to catch us week after week as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.